Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally bringing you guys my self-tanning routine. I did one of these probably like last summer, so it definitely needed to be updated, so I'm finally bringing it to you guys. This is my routine that I do every 2 weeks, and then in between, in the 1 week, I just apply another layer on top of my tan. I've been self-tanning for literally years, so I'm constantly changing things up, trying new products, trying new techniques. So this is my current routine right now. You get this beautiful natural glow. I do this all year round, so I'm gonna not blab for that long, and let's just get into it. Enjoy my routine. As you can see, after the 2 weeks, you can see some scaliness, or I've been working out, so when I'm wearing my tighter sports bras, it tends to rub off the tan. You can see some lines right here. Also, because of what's just going on in the world right now, I've been washing my hands a million times a day, putting on hand sanitizer, so my hands are naturally gonna fade more. I'm also a little bit cold right now, so I've got some goosies. But you guys can see how the tan eventually starts to kind of crack, especially if you don't keep up with moisturizing. Your tan is going to crack. I try to moisturize twice a day. Sometimes I forget or I'm lazy, and this is the result of that. So you can just tell that it is definitely time to start fresh. Now, obviously, I would be doing this naked, but for YouTube's sake, we have on some shorts and a bandeau. I'm gonna start by taking off all of my jewelry because we don't want any tan lines. Okay, now that we are all stripped down, ready to go, we got bare skin. Now, I like to go in with the Bondi Sands Tan Eraser. Is this a necessity? No, but if you want to become a regular tanner, I do think that this is a great step to add into your routine because you want that base to be really nice, exfoliated, old tan removed, so that when you put on that fresh coat, it's worth it. Because let's be honest, self-tanning is a bit of a process, so if you're gonna put in all that work, you want it to come out really nice. So I really like this. It's super affordable on Boohoo. They're always having like 60% off sales, and you can get it for like literally $12, and this bottle will last you a while, so I definitely recommend using this. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to exfoliate and soak a lot longer to get off that old tan. So with that being said, now is a step in my routine where I will just pump this eraser and apply it all over. You guys will see when I get into the bath how nicely this literally just melts the tan off of your body. It's so super satisfying. So I don't have any sort of method for how much to put on or how much to rub it in. I honestly just take some product, put it on my skin, and that's about it.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah.
Alright, it's gonna feel sticky, but you're gonna let it sit for at least 5 minutes or more. While I have this sitting, I start up my bath and I get ready to soak, get my iPad set up, and get my bubble bath going. So let's go ahead and do that. You can use whatever bubble bath that you want, but I use the Dr. Teal's foaming bath. This one smells so amazing. So once I get into the bath, I just relax and soak for about 20 to 30 minutes, really let that tan soak off. Plus, when I do this every 2 weeks, I use it as my self-care day, so I like to just relax, watch something, have a snack, have a drink, and just chill in the bath. Once I'm done soaking, I go ahead and exfoliate with this mitt. You guys will see how nicely this removes it. This is from Amazon, literally $10. I've used the Loving Tan one for years. It just got really old, and this one is honestly probably the same thing. So highly recommend. This will be linked down below, as well as all the products that I show you guys in today's video. Sorry, that was probably loud from the water filling up the tub, but I'm all set up now. I have this bath caddy from Amazon. It is amazing. It is expandable, a little spot for your drink, a spot for your iPad, laptop, phone, and then I just have my little mitt sitting here. There's also a little wine glass holder if you guys are into that. So I'm gonna go ahead and relax for a little while, and then I will show you guys how amazing this mitt removes my tan. It is so satisfying.
I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for
ahead and finished up my bath, and then I went and took a shower. So just shower as normal. I did not film it. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those YouTubers that is going to get in their bathing suit and film the shower. It's just, I just can't get that fancy for you guys. I'm so sorry. But if you're interested in what I do in the shower, I just like to do a loofah over my whole body just for like an extra exfoliation. And I have so many different types of body washes in the shower, but right now I'm kind of obsessed with this winter candy apple. It's like almost gone. I've had it since like Christmas time. Just smells so freaking good, and it's moisturizing, so I really like that. So I love that that gives me like an extra exfoliation process. I feel like with a tan is really off my body. And then for my face, this isn't sponsored or anything. I have worked with Vanity Planet, but I just genuinely love their products. So this video isn't sponsored by them, but I use this all the time. It's the spin brush, and I just put on this Glam Glow exfoliator. I also have a ton of exfoliators in there, but this one smells so damn good. So this is the one that I used today, the Tropical Cleanse Glam Glow. Oh my god, it smells so good, and it makes my skin so smooth and exfoliated. And then I go in with the Vanity Planet Microdermabrasion wand. This like is helping my skin's texture and everything. My skin has been so smooth lately, so gotta give it up to this guy. If you guys want to see like my process and my thoughts on that, I have a whole video of me using it. I will link that down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and then I will show you guys my next step. Here are my holy grail products for self-tanning, you guys. Besides this face moisturizer, it's really moisturizing and it's good. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer things that smell good, and not that this smells bad, it just doesn't have a scent, so that's not really relevant though. Use whatever face cream you like to use. Any moisturizer will do. Moisturize your face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize some sensitive areas of my body that the tan will cling to and not look very good if you don't moisturize it. I honestly love these two products, you guys. I cannot choose between the both of them. They both smell amazing, they're tropical smelling, and they're both affordable. So I cannot give you an answer here. Both of them are so good. And when I tell you guys, I have tried so many different tanners, and they all work fine. None of them are terrible, but for some reason my heart just keeps going back to Bondi Sands. This is their ultra dark. If you're a beginner, obviously get a lighter shade so you can work your way up. You will be shocked if you put this on and you've never self-tanned before. It'll probably be way too dark for your eyes. You're gonna be like, holy crap, this is way too dark. But for me, I don't even think that this is dark enough, to be honest with you. I layer it a little bit. So pick your battle. Choose the right shade for you. Like I said, if you're a beginner, get something lighter. If you want to just go for it and you've never tanned before and you want to be really dark, then screw it. Just get the ultra dark. Bondi Sands has a green olivey undertone, whereas something like Loving Tan will have a reddish undertone. I've tried Loving Tan, I've tried Saint Tropez, I've tried Tanceuticals, I've tried Flawless Bake, I've tried so many freaking types of tanners, you guys, and I probably will try new ones, but right now, this is my holy grail. I love the way it turns out. You guys will obviously see. I use the Loving Tan mitt to apply, but there are so many dupes for this on Amazon as well that I will link for you guys. And then you're gonna need some sort of kind of fluffy-ish brush. You can see this is like stained a little bit green. That's the undertone of this tanner. I probably should have cleaned it off, but like, it's whatever. And then here's my secret weapon, you guys. This I got from my spray tan girl, Lauren. I will link her down below if you guys are in the Long Island area. She is so good at spray tans, so I have to give her all the credit to this. This is the Burt's Bees Baby Dusting Powder, and I use a big fluffy makeup brush. I just leave it in this little glass container, and I apply this after my tan is applied, and it will stop that stickiness that you get from tanners. I know a lot of people hate that, so do I. Usually I would just sit there and let it dry for so long, but this just expedites the process so freaking much. You feel like mattified when you put this all over your body. It's amazing. When I get my spray tans, she puts it on like my armpits and like behind the knees, places like that, but honestly I put this ish all over my body. It's amazing for that sticky tan feeling to go away. So I'm obsessed with this combo right here. This smells amazing. It smells like a tanner, but I know a lot of people don't like that scent. It definitely has a scent, but I love the smell, and also the baby powder just smells amazing too. So this combo is life-changing, and obviously this is like super affordable. I believe it's like maybe $10 at most, and it has lasted me so long. Hopefully that answers most of your guys' questions. If I forgot anything, you can go ahead and comment it down below. I'm trying to think back to when I first started tanning. It's hard when you've been doing it for years. You think things that come like second nature to you, like you forget that for a beginner they need to know that stuff, you know? So if I forgot anything, my apologies. Please let me know. All right. Casper the Ghost coming at you guys live. The sun is setting a little bit right now, so I'm gonna try and do this quickly. I am sleeping with the tan on tonight. You can totally put it on in the morning and leave it throughout the day. I like doing that, but for tonight, this is kind of just how my day turned out. I'm gonna sleep with it on. Right now, I'm applying lotion to, like I said, some sensitive areas where the tan would stick. So we wanna do the elbows. I'm gonna put a little bit on my knees and definitely on the hands and feet very well. Also, make sure your body is dry before you begin this process. My body has not seen the real sun in so many freaking months. It is unfortunately not really like tanning weather just yet in New York. We're just getting there right now. So I don't have my real suntan right now. So yes, underneath my self tanner, I am extremely pale in the winter. We've just had a lot of rain here, so it's just now getting up to like 60s. So I'm finally gonna be able to start getting a real tan. I'm so excited. I self tan year round, but having a base tan, like a real tan underneath your fake tan helps it fade a lot nicer because under there you're not as pale, so it's not gonna be as harsh as a difference, especially if you get that scaly look like I showed you guys in the beginning. It'll just look a lot better. Also, make sure when you're putting that lotion on your feet, you also get it really nice around those ankles. The tan will cling a lot on your ankles. All right, so I just let that lotion sink into my skin a little bit for like probably 5 minutes, and then I go ahead and start my tanning process. So I always start on my legs. We're getting real up close and personal right now. I'm going to pump a good amount of product because I like to be dark, and I'm gonna start with the bottom half of my leg. I'm just taking it in really light circular motions, and I'm also trying to avoid my feet because we're gonna do hands and feet last. So I use that much product for the bottom half of my leg, and then I'm gonna go in for the top half. Again, I would do this naked, but for you guys, we're dressed. And there is the difference between each leg. Oh my goodness, I am a ghost. I'm just repeating on the other leg. Now I'm taking whatever product is left on the mitt and I'm just running that over my feet. As soon as I'm done with that, I take my brush and I rub it in and blend it on the ankles. You wanna make sure you bend because those little wrinkles in your feet, they will get tan marks on them. And I'm gonna do the same to the other foot. I'm not adding any more product. I'm still just using that leftover. It is plenty for the foot because it's such a sensitive area. All right, legs are done. The difference is freaking insane, but we're gonna move on to the arms. Pretty much the same process as the legs, taking a good amount of product, and I kind of just do my whole arm at once. I'm gonna try to avoid that elbow area until last. And again, we are not doing the hands. Do not put this mitt directly over your hands. You will be very sad after it develops. Stomach area is pretty self-explanatory. Just take some self tanner and put it on there. For the hands, I just wiped my brush onto my mitt, got some extra product that was on there, and I'm going to slowly blend that into my hands. When you're doing your hands, it's very crucial that you bend because these little lines, they will stay white. If your hands are like this, you're not gonna get in between those little crevices, so you always want to claw your hands, and then I always make sure that I get in between here, otherwise those areas will be white. I get on the side of my fingers. I just do my whole entire hand. If I feel like my fingers need more color, I would always start at the base of my hand and then bring it up to the fingers. I would never put color directly on my fingers because they cling to the product so much, and you really don't want self-tanner hands. It is not a cute look, I promise. You want to make sure that the back of your hand is blended really well as well. You don't want that line on your palm. So I kind of take it into my palm just a little bit, but definitely don't put tanner on the palm of your hand. I'm just blending it up into it a tiny bit. And there you go. That's how I naturally move the tanner up onto my hands. As you go, you're going to see little spots that you can improve on. I'm always kind of like brushing, adjusting, and this seems like a crazy process, but I'm kind of just going slowly to explain it to you guys. Once you become really good at this, it's very like second nature. I do it very quickly. All right, now we're gonna go into the chest. Very simple. I just apply the product. I already have some near my shoulders from when I did my arms, so I'm just applying like this. I usually would go over my chest as well, and then I'm gonna bring it up to the neck, but I'm not gonna put it on my face. And I'm gonna do behind the neck. As for my back, I wish I had some sort of secret for you guys. I don't. I just make my boyfriend do it. For the sake of today, I'm going to do it myself. You guys can see where I reached and where I didn't right now. This is kind of how I would do it if Zane wasn't available, so you guys can try this. I'm sure there's back applicators, but it's just so simple to make somebody else do it. So if you have somebody else to just quickly do your back, then I highly suggest that, but we're gonna do it ourselves today. The bottom half is pretty simple. Instead of leaving my mitt this way, I'm gonna flip my hand around so that I'm gonna do the back with the back of my hand. I flipped it back around and now I'm just using the other side of my hand. This is not an easy thing to do, you guys, but look, it's pretty doable. There you have it, guys. That's the best it's gonna get for doing it yourself. It is not bikini season here, so I'm not worried about it looking perfect, but highly suggest somebody else doing it for you. For the face, I'm taking some product on my brush, and I'm simply going to buff that down the neck into here. I'm taking it over my ears as well. You don't want white ears. A lot of people don't like using the body tanner on their face. They say that it could possibly break you out. It never has for me. Just take precaution. If you want to get a tanner made for the face, then you totally can do so. But I have always used the mousse on my face and I've never had a problem, but I also don't have acne prone skin. So onto the forehead. I literally go nuts with this because I take off my makeup all the time and I'm constantly washing my face, so it fades pretty quickly, so I don't care if it comes out like super duper dark, you know? Applying tanner to my face though is something that I do multiple times a week. I also have a spray from Saint Tropez that is pretty good. Just doesn't last long. Like I said, you're always washing your face and stuff. Here it is. This is one coat of Bondi Sands. This has not obviously developed yet. This is a color guard and within 6 hours it will develop. So whatever tanner you're using, look at the bottle and see how long it says to keep it on. I'm using it overnight. I like to keep it on for as long as possible. I feel like it gets really deep and dark. Since I started out so super pale, I'm gonna do a second coat today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling that week, but I definitely need some color in my life, so I'm gonna wait about 15 to 30 minutes, let this really dry into my skin. I'm not putting on the powder just yet. I'm gonna do that off camera so I can do it naked, get the rest of my body that I didn't get on camera, and then I will come back and I will show you guys how we finish it up. It is completely dark outside now, so hopefully this lighting is okay for you guys, but I went and did a second layer, and then I also went in with the powder because I wanted to do like in between the legs, like things I couldn't film, but literally I just take some of the powder on a big fluffy brush, and we're gonna say this area right here on the arm where it creases, you don't want to get any lines, so I literally just tap this powder. Oh my god, I put it everywhere. It is the most amazing thing. And now I feel like not like stickiness there, you know? I feel like a lot of the self-tanning questions that you guys have for me is how to get away that stickiness. And I've been saving this for this video because I'm just in love with this baby powder. It smells so good and it just does the most perfect job at mattifying the tan down so that you don't feel so sticky. So after you tan, you want to wear something nice and baggy and comfortable. I have these leggings that I've had forever. They're like a size extra large, so they definitely are like roomy under here. They're not like super tight leggings, but I just can't be bothered to sleep in big baggy sweatpants. They're just too thick for me. I like to be like very thin layers while I'm sleeping. But if I was wearing this tan throughout the day, I totally would wear big baggy sweatpants and then I'm just wearing a giant t-shirt. Here is how I sleep with self tanner on without ruining all of my white sheets. Beautiful. And I don't mean that it'll ruin your sheets. It definitely won't, but it will get on them and you'll have to wash them. So I just avoid that completely, especially the duvet cover. I'm not going to wash that if I don't need to. So I make sure I have my two kitties with me, of course. I just take an extra gray sheet that we have. You can get like a super cheap one from like Walmart, Target, whatever. I throw down the sheet on top of the bed. I put an extra pillowcase right on top of the white one. I don't even take it off because you just don't need to. I just put a gray pillowcase on there and then I sleep with just a giant fuzzy blanket, and I don't wash this stuff every time I do this because I just use it for this. I don't know why I'm out of breath from putting a blanket on the bed, but it's very practical and easy. I just keep this one in a blanket and I wash it in a blanket. I just keep this in like a little basket as decor, and then the other sheets I just keep in that little bin over there, and it's just easy to pull it out, put it on, sleep, and then in the morning I just take it off. One final look at what we are rocking with right now. Of course I'm not going to show you guys until I go ahead and rinse it off and give you the final result in the morning. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Here is what we are looking like. Beautiful. I'm about to do a quick rinse in the shower. When I rinse, I just clean myself down there, you know, and under my armpits. I don't clean my whole body because I had just exfoliated and did all that last night, so I don't want to be too harsh on the tan. You just want to rinse with water, and I like to just clean myself a tiny bit. So that's what I'm gonna go do. And I'll be right back to show you guys the final result. When you get out of the shower, make sure you pat dry. You don't wanna rub because the tanner will come off that way. So just be nice and gentle and pat yourself dry. All right, next step is you're gonna lotion up. I try to do this morning and night. Sometimes I forget, whatever. Just try your best to lotion twice a day. I'm using this one just because I used the other one last time. So like I said, I love both of these. And of course I would do this naked straight out of the shower, but again, we're here dressed. Oh my god, this one smells like I used to go like tanning in the beds years and years ago, and this smells like a tanning lotion that you would get at the tanning salon. So if you guys are familiar with that scent, that's what this smells like, and it's just so amazing. It's also really nice and thin and lightweight. I do not like lotions that are like super thick. I've tried the Jergens tanner as well, and I just didn't like it because of the consistency of it. So this is a very nice lightweight lotion, and just the scent of it, you guys. Like, I can't get over the smell of it. It's so good. For moisturizer today, I'm going with the Glam Glow Glow Starter. Gives you a nice, beautiful glow, especially on top of a tan. It looks so good. And this smells amazing as well. It smells like bubble gum. And there you have it, you guys. There is my beautiful natural tan glow. I have always had an issue with tans. Even my spray tan girl says it. It kind of just soaks into my skin like a sponge. Maybe it's because I have very dry skin. So you can see that some parts of my body kind of took it better than others. So usually I will go back like the next day and put some more on my chest just to, you know, get more of a deeper color there. The chest is a problem for a lot of people. That tanner doesn't really stick to it as well. But those are things that I have learned throughout my years and years of tanning. So you guys will get the hang of it. I believe in you. This is a very safe and affordable and easy way to get a beautiful glow all year round.
You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just be.
And there you have it. I tried to take you guys through every single step, so I hope you guys found that helpful, even if you're a complete beginner and don't know how to self-tan at all. Hopefully this can take you through it. If I missed anything, you have any questions, leave them down below. Remember, everybody's skin is different. Your body will react differently to undertones and things like that, so if this tanner doesn't work for you, the Bondi Sands, try different ones. I'll link a bunch of my favorites down below for you guys to try out. I personally went through a big tanning journey before I found ones that really worked for my skin tone. And I'm just gonna leave you guys with, have patience, because if you're a beginner, the first few times you do this, it's not gonna come out perfect. You're gonna learn how to do it on your own body, and you will eventually learn. Just be patient. Sometimes it's gonna come out streaky or your hands will be orange. It's just part of the self-tanning journey. Even I still mess up sometimes, and I've been doing it for years, so don't be so hard on yourself. Today's notification shout out goes to Haley Sloan. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being a part of the notification family. It means the absolute world to me. If anyone else would like a notification shout out, you can go ahead and comment down below letting me know that you have my notifications turned on, and you might be in my next video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.